In the psychology unit, we talked a lot about mental illness and how mental illness affects creativity. I found an interesting connection between Touched with Fire when Jameson talks about how passionate emotional makeup is thought by many to be an integral part of the artistic temperament. And also, when Flaherty talks about in The Midnight Disease how the theory that expressions of emotions are made in large part as expressions of need applies not just to weeping but to other emotions. This connection that I see between these two is something that I was truly inspired by, and that connection is that overly emotive people need an outlet, and so many of them find that outlet in art. Lastly, I was also fascinated by Kusama and her story and how she talked about her suffering from hallucinations and how making art helped to ease the pain and how painting saved her life. I was inspired to look into the media and see how certain movies deal with mental health and mental illness, since it really is still a taboo subject. I found 4 movies where the main character struggles with some sort of disorder and is also an artist of some kind. I liked the similar link between all of these movies, the mental health and also the artistry, and specifically how they all portray that mental illness. I think that there is a lot to be said, and not enough is currently being said about mental illness and its link to art, because that is something that is truly wonderful and should be celebrated. These movies, however, do make it a point to make it an underlying theme.
What do you see there, Paula? You've been looking at it for weeks. Peggy's threatening to reconsider. Look what you were painting when you were sober. But now that you're back on booze, do you paint real pictures?
Climb off my back,
You're
bitch!
a bum, you're a goddamn...
You open that mouth again, I'll kill you! Bitch, 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 bitch! You wouldn't have a child, you fucking cunt whore!
That would have really fixed everything!
I never loved you! Go fuck yourself! What are you looking for? What are you pushing me for?
Stop crying about it in pain!
Oh,
You're just
I can't resist. You usually move through here so quickly, and I just have so many questions I want to ask you. You have no idea what your work means to me.
What does it mean to you?
That somebody out there knows what it's like to be in here.
Oh, God, this is like a nightmare.
We're a sidewalk in New York. Look where they put it.
Hi.
Help!
If you want to see me, you will not do this. You will make an appointment.
Dr. Green, how can you diagnose someone as an obsessive-compulsive disorder and then act as though I had some choice about barging in?
No, we're not doing this now.
I changed just one pattern, as you always said I should.
No. Nope.
Hey. Hi. Okay?
Yeah.
You know, it's 1 in the morning.
I just wanted to talk.
Luna!
Fire went out last night.
Because my mind moves in tune with the lunar shifts.
They call me a lunatic.
Sun burnt on the tip of the
Carly, what's going on?
Down to the minute the full moon's lit.
going up in flames.
Hey, Dad.
What happened to your apartment?
I'm just trying to figure out who I am, even when I go on the medication, I don't feel like myself.
We have 2 new people today, Emily and Marco.
I go by Luna, my poet's name. We of the craft are all crazy.
These crazy connections between bipolar and artistic genius.
You're not healthy for one another.
I don't think it's such a bad thing to feel life with the deepest emotion.
Mom, I can't find my wedding video. Mom, wake up.
What is it?
Where's my wedding video?
It's after 3 o'clock. What are you doing?
I looked in here, but this is all your shit up here for your sewing and everything. Did you put it up here?
What about in your father's study?
Don't go in my study.
Dad, not now! Would you put it in here? Makes no sense for you to put it in here.
Patty, what are you doing?
He's got all his Eagles videos. We went in one video of my wedding. Is it here? I mean,
Patty?
wait.
It's probably in the attic.
Are you going in my study?
Feels to me like you want to hide my wedding video.
No, I'll see anything
You
from
think I can't handle it?
Please stop yelling.
I'm not yelling, Mom. I'm just frustrated because I should have my fucking wedding videos.
Pat!
I already looked all over there. I'm not calming down. I don't give a fuck who here. I'm not calming down. Anybody can wake up. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of it. Let the whole neighborhood wake up. I don't care.
Stop it! Stop it!
No, Mom.
What's going on?
What? Hey, it's my wedding. It's my wedding video. I can't watch a video. No. Mom! What the fuck you doing? You fucking
No.
Get off me, girl! I'm not doing anything. Stop it!
I'm not hitting it. He's hitting it.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
I'm sorry. Police, open the door, please. Open up.
Mr. Sultano, I got a lot of calls. People in the neighborhood are scared. I gotta come in. How are we doing in here, huh? We've heard a lot of reports from your neighbors, all right?
Oh, you got
getting a lot of phone calls.
Nikki is being manipulated and controlled. You have to talk to her.
Hey, sit down. You're the one with the problem here, nobody else.
Crazy theories. He's a cop. What are you doing?
It's a medication problem.
Yeah,
but he's fine.
He's fine now? You want to send him back to Baltimore? We know all about the explosion at the psychiatrist's office.
What explode? No, Cliff is lying. That's not true. He's not allowed to talk about that. It's not a reflection of where I'm at. You can't tell her any of this.
These are just 4 movies that portray mental illness, but there are so many more out there, and there are so many more to be made. We as creators should look to try and make a difference and build that connection between art and mental illness. That connection has always been there, but it hasn't always been seen.